So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5th graduation ceremony of the Institut Pasteur. A special welcome to the major representative of the embassies in Paris, of Algeria, China, Hungary, Russia, Tunisia, to the scientific attaché of Italy of OECD, Organization for the Economic Cooperation of Development, to the major representative of the partner universities and doctoral schools, and to the member of the Institut Pasteur Assemblée des 100, who are all here today with the acting and appointed president of the international vice president of the Institut Pasteur, with one of our member of the French Academy of Sciences and the head of one of our major research units, to honor the graduate students who achieved their PhD by working in the research unit of the Institut Pasteur of Paris or of the Institut Pasteur Institute International Network, and have defended their thesis during the academic year 2016 and 2017. I would like to underline that the thesis diploma are awarded by partner universities with which we work in tight and very constructive collaboration. A special welcome to our graduate students who have so greatly contributed with their intelligence and work during their thesis to the scientific achievement of our institutes, recognized at the international level. I'm very sorry to announce that we were informed just yesterday evening that Sir Paul North was unable to come to Paris due to severe weather conditions in UK. And indeed, it is intensively snowing in UK and trains do not run. So instead of that, we are very lucky because Stuart Cole, our appointed president, Pascal Cossard, member of the French Academy of Science, and Arnaud Echard, head of research units in Pasteur and president of the French Society for Cell Biology, have kindly accepted to share their professional experience with us today at a roundtable that's we scheduled. I'm sure that the roundtable will be of major interest for the audience present here today and will inspire you, young researchers, who are at the beginning of your professional career to pursue towards a career in research. Apart from this change, the program of the ceremony remains unchanged for the rest. And so let's go on. I declare open the 5th graduation ceremony of the Institut Pasteur and leave the room to our president, Stuart Cole.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to be here today and to introduce the 5th degree ceremony. And I'm very, very pleased by all the hard work which has gone on in the Department of Education. And I'd like to thank Monica and her team for everything that they've done to make this day possible, and also the way that they've encouraged all the young graduate students and to persevere in their research projects and to obtain their PhDs. I should also thank the laboratories, the heads of the laboratories who had the pleasure and the privilege of hosting all these young scientists and helping shape the talent of the future. I, like Monica, would like to welcome all the representatives of the different embassies. She named you all, so I won't repeat that, as well as our partners from the universities and other organizations such as the OCDE, as well as the traditional partners of the Institut Pasteur. But at the moment, I'm a professor at a university. I work at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne until the 31st of December. And we regularly have graduation ceremonies, but they're on a slightly larger scale because we graduate 1,500 students a year. So it's something of an industrial process. So what's quite special here is this is rather more human. It's on an intimate scale, and we can actually get to know the graduates. So I would like to wish you all welcome. And I'd also like to welcome, on behalf of the Institut Pasteur, the members of your families and your friends who have accompanied you. And I would particularly like to thank the people who've traveled from far away, especially from our sister institutes in the international network. I know many of you have traveled a great distance to be here today, and we really appreciate the trouble and the courtesy that you've shown. So thank you very much. I do not have the intention of making a long speech because I don't think this is really necessary. It's the graduates who should occupy a central stage. I would, however, like to just say a few words about and to share your disappointment that Sir Paul Nurse couldn't be here today. I know Paul Nurse reasonably well and have done so for quite a long time. And I think it's a bit of a shame he couldn't be here because he really is a truly excellent speaker. And I mean, okay, he won the Nobel Prize, but you know, lots of people do that. Yeah. His gift is the ability to explain science, complicated science, in very simple and accessible terms. And you know, that is something that very few individuals can do. And as young scientists, I would advise you to try and listen to what Paul said and the way that he does it, because you can learn a lot from his example. So as you know, in addition, Paul used to be the president of the Royal Society, the UK Academy of Sciences, and so in that respect, he was Pascal Cossard's president, and he's also presided over me. Where we first got to know Paul Nurse was in his role as the chair of the Pasteur Scientific Advisory Board. So I think he took on this task in about 2003 or 2004, and he gave very good advice to the director of Philippe Kurilski at that time, and he's maintained his commitment to the Institut Pasteur and continued to provide us with sound and pertinent advice, despite his very busy schedule. Now he's the head of the Crick Institute, which is a very prestigious institute in the centre of London, right opposite the Eurostar station. So it's unfortunate that he doesn't live in London and had to travel down from Oxford to get there in order to take the Eurostar. And as you know, in the UK, they are very famous for having the wrong kind of snow, so which is why the trains are always badly affected in the winter. Anyway, I think that Paul would have been extremely frustrated himself by the weather and the travel difficulties, and because I'm certain that he would have been delighted to be here with us today and to share his passion and his enthusiasm for science with the young scientists of the future generation. So with that, I will leave the stage to Monica, and we will get on with the proceedings.